Look at this huge spicy tuna, nacho, and poke combo. I know I'm gonna have a lot of fun at this place. Hey guys, this is Steve from Rockstar Eater, and in today's video, I'm gonna be checking out one of the most rocking new Japanese restaurants in Los Angeles. I'm here at Izakaya Go, which is in Little Tokyo, and this is a highly rated izakaya restaurant that started in Las Vegas, and they recently opened up a new location in LA. I've never been to this restaurant before, the one in Vegas, but I heard it's really good, so I'm super excited. So if you guys are looking for a really great place to have Japanese izakaya in LA, especially in Little Tokyo, I'm gonna go in there and I'm gonna order the best things on the menu and to show you guys so that you know what to expect when you come to this highly rated Japanese restaurant. And also, if you're new to this channel, take a moment right now to hit that subscribe button, as well as the notification bell. More of these awesome food videos coming your way. And with that being said, it is time to go in and get some of that Japanese food. The cool thing about this izakaya is that it has very flexible hours. Other than dinner, they open for lunch from Thursday through Sunday. And at nighttime, they go all the way to 12:30 a.m. So when you come in here, you're gonna expect a big selection of alcoholic drinks, plus Japanese tapas. And you can get like so many different kinds, from appetizers to sushi, hot and cold foods. Because this is an izakaya restaurant, their drink selection is going to be very big. Of course, a lot of the sake, and they even have draft beer, beer bottles, craft beer, and oh, look at that. They even got wine by the glass and the bottle. Weekly special drinks up here, and the food, this is what I'm here for. Seasonal selections, as well as must-haves. So that's what you gotta get, obviously, right? And down here, I see some sushi. Got some rolls, as well as some hot and cold foods, like I said. You see stir-fried eggplant, as well as, let's see, chicken tail yakitori, deep-fried shishito peppers, French fries. And this is the happy hour from 5 to 6:30 and from 10:30 p.m. to 12:30. These are all your drinks, and then we got all your food down there. Just like with most izakayas, you will find sushi on the menu. This is the sushi bar where they're preparing all of the rolls as well as the sashimi and the nigiri. And then on this side is the yakitori section. Yep, they have those Japanese barbecue skewers on the menu. There's some ribeye steak for a dish called the stir-fry ribeye. I don't know if I've had this in an izakaya restaurant before, but I'll take it. This is the fun of izakaya. It's not exactly like a sushi bar, not exactly like a barbecue restaurant, so you can have a little bit of everything for everybody. And I heard this is really as legit of an izakaya as it gets. 3 chefs who banded together to basically bring their own specialty recipes to this restaurant. And based on what I'm seeing, it looks super good. And I do want to tell you that parking is about 1 hour validated in the parking lot in the back. If you don't park there, I suppose you can try to find street parking, but good luck because it gets pretty crowded sometimes. If you're looking for a stir-fry dish, this is the one you got to get, the stir-fried ribeye steak with bean sprout and Chinese chives. It was sizzling a lot just a moment ago, but I assure you it's still very hot. And if you're looking for salad, the daikon salad is the one you got to get, and it does have some of this seaweed on top. Look how thin it is. I should get started. I don't want the food to get cold. I mean, daikon is a cold dish, so I guess it doesn't matter with this one. That tastes very true to its name. It is indeed a daikon radish salad. That's been shredded pretty thin, and it has a yuzu dressing over it. So that's why I do taste that slight citrusy taste of the yuzu, which I think is pretty good because it makes this daikon salad dish pretty bright tasting. Yeah, definitely refreshing. And I like the bits of the seaweed on top. It kind of adds some additional flavor. I feel like when you put seaweed on anything, like even over basic rice, it'll make it taste so much better. That is a really savory tasting dish. It almost reminds me of a Chinese dish, you know, like those stir fries with the bean sprouts, the green onions or the chives, whatever they put in, along with the meat. So yeah, that's why I really like this dish. I feel that if I just had a side of white rice, it would be a complete meal. Yeah, I feel like I could just come here just to eat this one. The karaage, which is Japanese fried chicken with the mayo sauce as well as lemon. Let me see if I can fit it all in my mouth. Tastes pretty nice. The chicken is thick, it's moist, it is kind of juicy, and the batter on top, it's fried beautifully. It has like a light, airy crispiness. And the mayo dipping sauce, you know, it's pretty standard what you would find in a lot of izakaya restaurants, but it is pretty good. You'll find karaage everywhere, like sushi restaurants, ramen restaurants, izakaya. But how could you go wrong with that, right? Especially if you love fried food. On the menu, this one is called the gindara, which is grilled black cod with saikyo miso. Now here's another dish I get super excited when I see it on the menu. Yes! That black cod is amazing. Oh, I love everything about it. The saikyo miso flavor, it's kind of sweet, and you do taste that miso flavor. Definitely one of the better black cods that I've had in a Japanese restaurant. Yep, for sure, already one of my favorites. One of the things I always love to get when I go to Japanese restaurant, chawan mushi. You find this in more kind of like upscale Japanese restaurants, and they have it here. So it's steamed egg, and inside we have, looks like mushroom, along with shrimp, fish cake that's all the way in the bottom, and it is super hot. This thing is so pretty that I just don't want to break it apart, but I have to, right? It melts right in your mouth. It's like silken tofu. That's super hot when it comes out, so you have to be careful. If you go to a Japanese restaurant, especially an izakaya, that can make this dish right, then you know you're in a pretty good izakaya restaurant. I don't know if I've seen this in an izakaya restaurant before. This is the roast duck. It's smothered with all of that orange sauce. And then back there, we got some of that mashed potatoes kind of hiding back there. Up there, we got some greens, you know, keeping it healthy. Very nicely sliced, pretty clean tasting, and you do taste the slight sweetness from the orange sauce that's over it. So you got the duck, and you got even some mashed potatoes in the back. I don't know if it's the most traditional Japanese dish, but it is a pretty rockin' dish, especially if you like duck with some mashed potatoes and some greens on the side. I'm telling you, it's almost like a complete meal. And you cannot leave here without trying the barbecue. That one is the pork belly, along with the beef. And then on this plate, we got eggplant and okra. And then right here, lamb chop and chicken wing. It's pretty clean tasting, very tasty. So if you guys like your lamb chops, they got you covered here. But you know what I really love is eggplant, yes. I like that glaze that's over it. It's sweet, it's almost like teriyaki sauce. Works perfectly with the melt in your mouth, slightly rich taste of the eggplant itself. I think eggplant is so awesome, and everybody likes beef, right? Beef is beef. It's not like Wagyu beef, so nothing mind-blowing, but it's still good to munch on, especially if you're into beef. But maybe you're more of a, what, like a chicken type of person? This is my favorite one out of all of them. I mean, how could you go wrong with chicken? When in doubt, just get the chicken. They make it so good here. I like the crispiness on top, and then inside you got like the moist flavor of the chicken itself. This is like yakitori at its most classic. If you guys are into nachos, this is the one you gotta get. The spicy tuna nachos with the poke combo. So right here we got the spicy tuna with pico de gallo on top. We got avocado in the bottom. It's kind of hard to see, but it's there. And we got some chips right there. And then right there is the poke with the tuna, which is marinated, along with the pico de gallo. And a lemon on the side. And this is the first time that I am trying spicy tuna nachos, especially in an izakaya. That almost tastes like a Japanese-style ceviche. This would be such a good dish to share. I suppose you can try to eat the whole thing by yourself if you want to make this the main meal. I mean, totally doable. And you can also take the poke and put it on top of the nacho chips as well. That is perfect. Wow. So the poke has larger chunks of tuna with that poke sauce, which is a little bit sweet and salty. Like, this is something that you'd want to order and just share with everybody around the table. It makes for such a good snack, especially if there's a game on TV. Why not just get it, right? And what would an izakaya meal be without some sushi, right? Specifically sushi nigiri. This is the 8-piece omakase nigiri set. All the way to the left, we got chutoro, and that one is the shima aji. And then we got king salmon, red snapper, marinated tuna, and gawa. That's the sweet shrimp or the amaebi. And then hiding behind there, that is the uni, which is sea urchin. And that's the fried shrimp head. And if you guys are more into the sashimi, you can do the 5-kind omakase sashimi. The one to the left, that is tuna. And then we got yellowtail. Down there's the red snapper. And then we got scallops. And right there is the salmon. Not a sushi restaurant, but they do have sushi on the menu. So if you got to have your sushi fix, then hopefully they make it really good here. Oh man, that's just the tuna, and I can already tell their fish quality is good here. It's definitely better than what you can find in all-you-can-eat sushi restaurants. Even that yellowtail, wow, it's crunchy, rich tasting, really good quality, it's fresh. That red snapper is so good too. Red snapper is not one of my biggest picks when it comes to sushi because it doesn't have as much flavor as like fatty tuna. But this one is pretty good. It's crunchy, it's thick, and it's also fresh too. Makes all the difference. But then I'm always down for scallops, yes. Oh, that scallop was so much better than I thought. That thing is also so fresh. It tastes like the ocean when you bite into it. As I've said in my old videos, how could you go wrong with salmon, right? No complaints about that one either. If an izakaya restaurant can make their sushi really good, like on the level of a great sushi restaurant, you know you've walked into a really great izakaya restaurant. This is my first time today trying shima aji. Let's go. That's pretty good too. It's kind of crunchy, very clean tasting, almost like eating yellowtail. Not exactly, but kind of like around that area. And the engawa. Now here's something I have not had in a while. This is halibut fin. That thing is crunchy, it's oily, it's plump. I love the yuzu koshu on top. That is so good. I think that's like my favorite one so far. You see, you get fancy stuff on it like the sweet shrimp. See, that's the tail right there. Oh, even that one is so fresh too. It's so like crunchy fresh. You know what I'm talking about, right? Like when you try like really premium, high quality sweet shrimp, that's it right there. And then we also got some uni, sea urchin. Okay, that one is really good because I've had sea urchin before in some sushi restaurants that were not really that great because it was kind of spoiling. That one is pretty fresh, like nice, creamy, clean tasting all around. Ah, this is such a good sushi plate. And everybody's favorite, the spicy tuna over crispy rice. You see the spicy tuna in between the avocado, which is on top, and the crispy rice, which is on the bottom, with all of that eel sauce and spicy mayo all over. That crispy rice is so crunchy and so chewy at the same time. I almost feel like I'm eating a crispy rice mochi, and I really love that consistency. And spicy tuna on top, you know, it's just like your standard spicy tuna, but it always works so good, right? I mean, I don't get it like all the time when I go to sushi restaurants. So if for me to get it, it would have to really be good. And surprisingly, this spicy tuna over crispy rice tastes better than even what I've had in some sushi restaurants. Ooh, this is a popular roll. They're crispy albacore roll. So inside we got cucumber with spicy tuna. On top, do you guys see it? That's the albacore and a whole mountain of fried onions on top. That's the way I like it. Anytime you put crispy onion on top of sushi rolls like this, it's gonna make it taste so good. The crispiness, the crunchiness of the onions on top adds something to the soft, melt in your mouth sushi, rice. So that's why I think that crispy onion over any kind of sushi roll is always like the way to go. There is a lot of food at this restaurant and I only scratched the surface of it. When you come here, definitely get the sushi, whether it's the sashimi, the rolls, spicy tuna over crispy rice. It's all really good stuff. You could come here just to get your sushi fix. And even the other tapas dishes, don't miss out on, like the black cod, which is really awesome. The nachos, which are so fun to eat. Once you come here the first time, you're gonna be back the second and the third time to try some of your favorites, as well as to order some of the other things on the menu. I still got quite a bit of food that I have to get through, and then I am on my way home. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next food adventure.